Well, N4H&H here. I looked out the shack window, and what do I see? My ZS6BKW center point down here. Well, what happened was the limb on that maple tree that was supporting it broke. Well, you can see it's dead, the limb here. The rest of the tree seems okay, which is good because this one's conveniently located for this antenna. There's my pulley and the bolt. I had a tree climber install that for me, so I'll have to get them back out here. In the meantime, I'll use a slingshot to get it back up, but got to get the tree climber back out here anyway, because if you look through there, you'll see a limb hanging straight down from the hurricane last year. That limb got broken, and we're gonna get some tree climbers out here after that, but they were so busy they put you on a waiting list. So maybe by now I can get them out here, and they can take care of that limb and put this pulley back up there and the next limbs that are available. Well, okay, you know, sometimes you have to do repairs. So there's the you can see over here, there's the wire for one side of it. I've got it secured in a tree over there, and it's laying across my power lines. That's not good. But anyway, it's just a rope laying over the power line, don't worry. But that rope is attached to a bungee that is also attached to a tree with an eye bolt. And I did the same thing over on the other side. So the bungees give it some, you know, give when the wind blows. Yeah, there's some other limbs that are down from the hurricane over there, but all right, so we'll get it going. I see something that I'm curious about. That round thing. What in the world is that? That's wire. Is it? Wow. I don't know what that's for. Sometimes you have to get out and inspect your antennas. I believe that is it's not part of the ZS6. Oh, I know what that is. This is left over from my G5 RV, which is attached up there. I forgot about that. Well, yeah, I need to get that down at some point. I just left it connected because I'm not using it right now. I'm using the ZS6BKW, which is attached here. There's the other side of it with the bungee. Hope you can see that. All right, well, I got to get the tree climber out here and reattach my pulley, and I'll have him cut down this limb. So you can see it good now from the backside. See there? It's gonna fall on our bridge if we don't get it down. So I need to get on the phone with a tree climber next week. Hopefully they're able to get to me now. All right, well, repairs needed. This is N4H&H 73. Hello, N4H&H here. So I'm out in the yard with my trusty slingshot that I got from DX Engineering. That's for putting up antennas. So we'll see how this works out. Well, this easy hang works. I was able to redeploy the ZS6 Bravo Kilo Whiskey antenna with it. It's pretty cool. See the weight there? It comes with 5 of those, thankfully, because I lost 2. Learning the distance. This thing's got quite some distance, so I was getting it where I wanted it, which is up there, that fork. But it was overshooting it, and then it was getting caught in some of the other limbs behind there and wrapping. So had to figure that out. Let me show you how this thing works if I can do this one-handed. I got this one from DX Engineering. To be honest with you, I've made one in the past. So this just folds out like that. I've made one. Let me fold it and then I'll show you. There we go. With a fishing reel and a slingshot, but nothing quite as sophisticated. One of the keys to making this work is the distance between the handles, see? And then, the reel is just a basic reel. Let me crank it up. So I was able to get it right over the limb I wanted on the 3rd shot. Well, I got it over it every shot, but it would overshoot and then get hung in limbs behind it. So I finally got it down and attached my rope, pulled it back up. So the reality is the antenna is going to be higher up than it was, higher up than it was. I don't know if you can see. Let me put the slingshot down. Again, that's called an easy hang. I got mine from DX Engineering. There's the center point of the antenna, see it? So the rope is just going over that limb there. But this is where it was before. Let's see if I can zoom in. See that right in the middle of the screen where it's broken? That's the piece that was on the ground. So it's a little higher up now. So I had to give it some more rope on the ends. It's set up as an inverted V, and I have rope tied to, well, I have a loop in the rope on the end and then a bungee, and the bungee's hooked to bicycle hooks that are in the tree, trees that are holding the ends. So that way, wind blows the trees. There's a little give. I'm gonna walk over here and show you the rock. So once it's deployed, I take the excess rope and just tie it around a rock. And that rock I picked from the creek here, creek bed. And it's just the right weight. You just have to kind of play around till you find the right one. It's just the right weight that if the wind takes it up, blows a tree, it gives a little relief, but then the rock will just settle it back down. Now, this is I normally deploy this with a pulley, so it's a little easier for the rock to pull it back down. But yeah, until I can get the tree climbing guy back out here, this is going to work. It's enough. So yeah, so the other end is over here. Well, you can see the wire right up there next to the R5 vertical. It's running right up there near the top. Let's see if you can see the end insulator. I'll zoom in. There it is. Then it sort of disappears into the trees, but the tree nearest me, let me show you. This one's done a little bit differently than the other side. See the bungee right there? The hook has grown into the tree over the years. anyway, that rope goes up and over a limb pretty high up there to get this side higher. The other side's not as high, but it's on a hill, a slope. Let me move over that way. And that wire there that you see running there, that's the 160 meter doublet. If you're not familiar with these ZS6BKWs, there's where you screw the coax on. There's a lightning arrestor in there. It's not a ballon. And that's 39 feet and some inches of window line. So it gives you an idea how high it is off the ground. So it's 39, that's 40, so it's probably 50 feet up to the center point. Let me see, so the other side of the ZS6BKW is, let me zoom in. You see the, can you see the bungee right in the middle of the screen? So it's an inverted V. That right there is my rock that goes up this tree quite a ways. Let's see if I can zoom in and show you. There's the ballon of this in the center point of my Fritzel, F-R-I-T-Z-E-L FD4, and there's a pulley up there. Just to the left of it, you see the pulley on the pine tree. I've got bungees on each end of it too, and I guess I'm pulling it a little bit tighter toward the road, and that's okay. So that's the Fritzel FD4 off center fed dipole. It'll do 6, 10, 12, 17, 20, and 40 meters without a tuner. And a part of 80 meters without a tuner. And by the way, I just walked by another rock. Let me tell you what that is. And there's slack in it, but it doesn't matter because that's where the 160 meter dipole is. It is. I'll move up here where you can see. That's the only unfortunate thing, and it's running right next to the gutter, but at least it's perpendicular to it. But let me see if I can get, there's the center point right in the center of the screen. A Ladder-Loc is what that is. It's just like what's on the ZS6BKW. Let's see if I can get a view of it from here. Yeah, there it is. See the Ladder-Loc? That's a great invention. You can see where the rope is going over the limb right there in the middle screen. So hey, it's redeployed. That's the on the pole there. That's the Diamond X50 for 2 meters and 70 centimeters. If you're wondering what that is, it's just a piece of rope to keep the ladder line, window line technically, from flapping up against the house. Maple trees. These are. Okay, so we're back in business now with the ZS6BKW. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you Patreons for helping me keep the channel going. I just thought I'd let you guys see how the, what is it they say, how the sausage is made. Oh, yeah, see that limb over there? Yeah, that's the one that's got to come down. It's gonna come down, but I'd like it to be brought down in a controlled fashion. All right, and so again, thank you Patreons for helping me keep the channel going. And if you would please like and subscribe to the channel, that helps us out so we can keep doing this. Have to justify the time. And then of course, if you would click the bell, you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. 73 from N4H&H.